another video. So if you are new around here, my name is Lauren. Make yourself comfortable. I was going to say it's been a while since I last shot favourites video, and that is true, but I have started a lot of videos that way, so I'm not going to, even though I kind of already did. But yeah, I hope you're all really well. So like I said, today is another favourites video because what my channel desperately needs is another one of those. Today is my August and September favourites. I can't quite believe we're in October. Again, a very basic bitch thing to say, but this year has flown by. And October is my favourite month of the year, so I'm very excited. Apart from, you know, December because there's Christmas and April because there's my birthday. But if you took those two out of the equation, October's the one. I think it's because I love Halloween. Anyway, I'm rambling, let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about, and I can't remember if this was an August or a September favourite, but it is the Pixie and Carolyn Hirons double cleanse. I'm really sorry about the light. I've been waiting for the sun to go in so I can shoot this video, and it went in and it's come immediately back out again, so yeah. Half of the screen is going to be ridiculously bright and the other half is normal, so I have to hold everything on this side. Anyway, it is the Pixie and Carolyn Hirons double cleanse. Now, I actually bought this a long time ago. I bought this the first time I went to Florida, which was in June 2017. So, and I've literally just had it waiting, like untouched, waiting to use it. And then I double cleanse anyway. I know that I think Carolyn Hirons basically came up with the concept, but yeah, I've always used an oil-based cleanser to take my makeup off and then a cream cleanser to actually cleanse my skin, and I just love this. I love that there is both. I can't really show you because I don't want it all to fall out, but it's got this really wonderful, like really thick oil-based cleanser which takes all of the crap off your face, makes short work of everything like liquid lipstick and liquid eyeliner, and it just takes everything off. And then the cream cleanser, it's actually more of a gel in texture. It's really thick and quite bouncy, but it feels really cooling and really calming on the skin, and that's my housemate, sorry. And it's just so nice. Sticking with beauty, my next favourite is the Eucerin Acute Lip Balm. Now, for the past couple of months, I've had really dry lips. It's a combination of probably dehydration because I do not drink enough water, and my years of liquid lipstick abuse and lip coat abuse have finally caught up to me. So there have been a couple of days where, like, shock horror, I haven't worn any lipstick because they've been so dry and flaky and gross. So I have been using the Lush Mint Julep lip scrub, which I really like, but is quite old now. I've had it a while, so it's not as good as it used to be. And this to sort of keep my lips in sort of working condition so that they're very moisturized, and I can wear lipstick, and this has just been amazing. It's a really intense lip balm, so it's actually quite thick. It's almost like a Vaseline-y kind of product, although I don't really use Vaseline, but it's just very thick, very soothing and really moisturizing. It really locks in that moisture, so I have been wearing this a lot and I think it's brilliant. My next favorite, sticking with the beauty theme, is the Glossier solution. This is an exfoliating solution. It's 10% AHA, BHA and PHA acids, and it's so good. It's brilliant for exfoliating the skin, keeping the skin quite clear, promoting cell turnover, and just leaving you with a really bright, really fresh complexion. So I've been using this sort of every other day for the past couple of months, and I have noticed a real difference in my skin. If you've been around a long time, you'll know I have hormonal acne, and fingers crossed it seems to be sort of much better now, but I think this has definitely helped it in that it's just promoted cell turnover, so that when a spot does appear, it kind of just goes again. Anyway, I'm talking bollocks, but this is very good and I like it a lot. So my next beauty favourite is actually a makeup brush. It is the Real Techniques 201 brush. Now this is kind of like a pencil makeup brush. It's the you can see how dirty it is because I've been using it so much, but yeah, it's like a pencil brush, and the bristles are really densely packed in and they're so soft. But what they do is they give you amazing colour payoff, but whilst also sort of smudging and blending it out, so actually you just get a really amazing distribution across the lid. I'm a really big fan of this. Nearly all of my makeup brushes are Real Techniques. I've been using them for years. I just think they're brilliant for the price. They're cruelty free, they work really well, they wash really well, they're just brilliant, especially for the price. And I really like the redesign as well. Like, I think this just looks so high-end and so luxurious, and it was, I mean, it was quite expensive for what it is, but there are much more expensive brushes out there. I think it's something like 20 quid. I know I got this as part of like the set they had out a couple of Christmases ago, and I've never used it, and I've just completely fallen in love with it So for my final beauty favourite, I wasn't actually sure if I was going to include this because I do talk about this brand a lot and I know how that looks. This is not sponsored, however this was gifted, but this is the Elemis Ultra Smart Pro Collagen Aqua Infusion Mask, and what this is a really intensely moisturising mask. I use this once a week. For the last couple of months I've been doing that, and it just adds so much moisture to the skin, especially when I've been really dry lately. So I think this would be a really good one to use in the winter. And what it is it's just this really thick, almost bouncy textured mask, and you just apply it to the skin. It smells amazing. It smells really fresh and really luxurious, like a spa kind of scent. And you leave it on for 10 minutes and then you take it off with this mint that comes with it, and it's just so soft and smooth. This could probably do with a wash now, I've used it a couple of times, but it's just so soft and it buffs the mask away, and it just basically like melts into the skin, leaving you so hydrated and so glowy. And I'm just a really big fan of this. So that was all my beauty favourites for September and August. Now let's talk about my one and only book favourite. Even though I did read a lot, this is one that kind of stuck out in my memory, and this is Circle of Friends by Maeve Binchy. Now, I know exactly what you're thinking because I thought the same way, but hear me out. I first heard about this. I think this is one of those things that everyone's heard about this book and heard of this book, but very few people have actually read it before forming an opinion about it. And I was one of those people. I just thought this is for nans, like old ladies in hospital beds, and that's pretty much it. And I was very wrong, so I'm prepared to accept that. Anyway, I first heard about this book, or the thing that drove me to read this book I should say, was hearing about it on the Sentimental Garbage podcast. Caroline O'Donoghue and Sarah Griffin talked about it, and they talked about it so compellingly and so lovingly that I felt like I had to read it. Anyway, it's, to sum up, and I'll try and do this as quickly as I can because I don't want to ramble, and I am inclined to ramble anyway, but basically Circle of Friends is about Benny and Eve, who have been best friends since they were about 10. They grew up in a tiny town in Ireland called Knockglen, and it's about them starting uni at University College Dublin. And basically on their first day of uni they witness a car accident and they witness the death of a young boy, and it's how that event, it's really sad, brings everyone together. So they meet Jack Foley, who is Benny's love interest, and they meet Nan, who becomes their friend and then betrays Benny, and it's just their experiences in Dublin, and it's just amazing. It's such a good book, like I could not put it down. It's quite a hefty book. It's 700 pages long, but it flies, and I think if you're heading away for some sort of like autumn winter sunshine, this would be a good one to take with you. It's amazing. It's just such beautiful writing. Okay, so this one isn't a book favourite, but I'm going to use the book to talk about it and sort of demonstrate it. I was lucky enough to get tickets to see Fleabag live in London at the Wyndhams, and it is truly the most exciting and best piece of theatre I've ever witnessed. And like, I spent a long time going to the theatre, and like I went to see a show once a month in 2008, and that still blows my mind that happened. I can't believe I still remember that. But yeah, theatre was kind of my thing. I was a proper wanky drama kid at school. Anyway, what I'll explain this as, if you've seen Fleabag, is essentially the whole first series told in the interview with the bank manager at the beginning. It's brilliant. She's so brilliant. It was so amazing. I was really ill the morning of, like I woke up in a cold sweat at sort of 2 o'clock in the morning the day I was meant to go, and I felt so ill. I had a temperature, I had a cough, which I've still got, and I really didn't want to go, and I was going to ring my mum and was like, please take my ticket, or my sister, because they're both Fleabag fans, and they were both like, no, you have to go. It was a ridiculously expensive ticket. It was £152 I think, and I really had to force myself to go. And once I got there, I loved every second of it. It was phenomenal. It was so funny. It was heartbreakingly sad. It was electric. It was just stunning theatre. And I've just been to see my friend Adam, who is a lecturer in musical theatre, and we were talking about it, and he said, oh, is it just one person on stage? I was like, you have to see it. You have to go and see it, like in the cinema, because they're still showing it, I think, of the live performance. But it's just, I'm going to stand by the word electrifying. It's just the best piece of theatre I've ever seen. It's brilliant, like brilliant, amazing. and it was only sort of just over an hour and it absolutely flew, and I was so sad when it was over, but it was amazing. Just so amazing. If you were a Fleabag fan and you didn't get to see it, then I would urge you to go and see it at the cinema if it's still showing, which it might not be, but if it is, you should go see it. It was just amazing. So obviously I bought the script because, you know, I had to. So I have 3 song favourites this month. The first song I want to talk about is Beautiful Child by Fleetwood Mac. Now, I love Fleetwood Mac. There is no denying it. I saw them earlier this year. It was incredible. I vlogged it. You can go watch it. I'll put the link below. Had the best time, cried basically the whole time. It was amazing. So you'd think because I love them that much that there wouldn't be anything new I could discover from them, and yet whenever I just say put Fleetwood Mac on my Alexa, I really hope she didn't hear that and start speaking. We're fine. She always plays something. It's AI, whatever. Anyway, point. I do always find something new, and Beautiful Child was one that came on a couple of months ago, and I just completely fell in love with it. Also Sing for Things by Stevie Nicks, but we're talking about Beautiful Child, which was written by Stevie Nicks. Fun fact, all of my favourite Fleetwood Mac songs were either written for or about Stevie Nicks, or by Stevie Nicks. That's what I meant, not for. Anyway, Beautiful Child is just absolutely stunning. It's so beautiful, and it's quite it was off the Tusk album. It's quite an old song, and her voice has got this really fragile, sort of vulnerable quality to it. It's quite breathy, but it's just wonderful, wonderful. My next favourite song is Mine Right Now by Sigrid. I saw Sigrid at the Isle of Wight Festival, again, vlogged it, had the best time. I will leave the link below. And I knew nothing about Sigrid before I went, like literally nothing, and her set was so good. She just came out and she was having so much fun, and it was brilliant, and I just really enjoyed it. But Mine Right Now was my favourite song from the set, and it's just so happy, and I was going to say bubbly, but I hate that as a descriptor. It's just a really lovely, fun, happy song. And basically the whole premise is that she's in a relationship and she keeps panicking that it's going to end because it's so good. And then ultimately she's saying, it's okay if we're not together, because right now you are mine, and that's making me happy. And I just think that's a really nice message. The final song I want to talk to you about is Heads Will Roll by the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. This is an old favourite, and I don't know why, but I've completely gotten back into it in the last couple of months. I just absolutely, I've loved it for years. It's one of my all-time favourite songs, potentially even a Desert Island disc, although I'm not 100% sure on that. I've got only 5 that are dead certs. Anyway, it's just such a brilliant song. It's so upbeat, and it's just one of those where I listen to it and I just get completely pumped. So it's an excellent one to listen to at the gym. I'm really hoping this video will come in under 20 minutes long, but I think it might be unlikely. In my defence, it is 2 months worth of favourites rather than 1, and I have really been trying to curtail the rambling because I know I am guilty of that. I only have 2 TV shows I want to talk to you about. The first is Queer Eye on Netflix. Oh my god, I know I'm so late to this party, but that is pure comfort television. It's a total and complete and utter joy, and I love it. And I love it so much that I've watched all 4 series and now go back and watch my favourite ones when I'm feeling down. It's like chicken soup for the soul, and I truly mean that. Basically, I was really sick at the beginning of September. I had really nasty flu. It's actually when I went to see Fleabag, I was really ill, and I was off work for a couple of days, and I was just lying at home feeling really sorry for myself. And I hate being stuck indoors all day anyway. I have to go outside at least for like an hour. But yeah, so I was just really feeling sorry for myself, and I didn't want to start a new series, and I thought I'll just put that on because people keep telling me, and I followed them all on social media anyway, just because I feel like I liked them. And I absolutely loved it. I loved it so much. I binged all 4 series. I think in like 4 days. I think I managed a series a day, and that is unheard of because I do not have a binge watching mentality. I just absolutely adore it. It's so wonderful, and I'm really annoyed at myself that I didn't love it sooner, but oh, it's just amazing. I don't have a favourite of the Fab 5, by the way. It changes all the time depending on the episode. I do have a particular fondness for Jonathan Van Ness and Anthony, but I love them all equally, I would say. I feel like Bobby and Karamo do the most work by like a long way, but I love them all dearly. And my second TV favourite and my last overall favourite was This Way Up by Aisling Bea on Channel 4. Oh my god, that was amazing. Again, kind of unheard of in that I watched the whole series. I started it on the Friday night, watched 3 episodes, woke up Saturday morning, watched the last 3 episodes, and it's just amazing. A friend of mine recommended it to me. He said you should watch it. I was feeling quite fragile at the time, and I said that to him. I was like, look, I know it's about her having a breakdown, which I did know. I'd read about it, and I was like, is that going to be hard for me to watch because I'm feeling a bit delicate at the moment? And he was like, she's fragile at times, but she's such a lovable character, just watch it. And I absolutely loved it. It is brilliant, it's funny, it's sweet, it's heartfelt, and it's so relatable and so moving. And there were times where I was laughing out loud followed by like instantly sobbing. It's wonderful, like it's just amazing. I'm really having a moment with Aisling Bea. I listened to her Griefcast podcast earlier today, and she's just so wonderful. She's clever and she's funny and she's so empathetic and loving. And that is what This Way Up is. It's all of those things. And it also has quite a few people from Game of Thrones in, which I really appreciate. Especially like Edmure Tully is her love interest. And like, who knew he was a bit of a fitty, because he is not in Game of Thrones. Anyway, I would strongly recommend that. It's just amazing television. It's so funny, and Sharon Horgan's in it as well, and she plays her older sister, and she's also brilliant, and I also love her. So yeah, it's excellent. I can't rave about it enough. It's brilliant. So those were all of my favourites for the last couple of months. I'm hoping I'm back on track now. So if you have watched any of my previous videos, and I hope you have, if not, go back and watch them. Not to blow my own trumpet, but I think they're pretty good. But I've had issues with my laptop, and we've worked out what it was. So basically my laptop was filling up, like completely filled. No space available, and I could get maybe 5 gig free, and then it would fill up again, and I never knew why. And we've recently worked out why, that every time I backed up my laptop onto a hard drive, it also backed up itself to its own drive, and that's what was taking up all the space. So that was what has been causing my delays for the past couple of months, because I will edit a video and there'll be space, but then the space will be gone, so I can't export the video. And that has been the entire issue, and it has now been fixed. So hopefully, I think I've got 2 more videos I want to upload, and then I will be fully back on track, which I'm very happy about. It's only taken since February, which is 7 months, but it'd be nice to finish the year in a routine. But yeah, so thank you for watching. I upload every Thursday and occasionally Sundays, and occasionally I'll miss a Thursday and upload a Sunday instead, so check back. Also, I don't have a set upload time, but if you have any ideas of when I should upload, let me know. Let me know if there are any videos you'd like to see. Let me know what your favourites were, what you thought of my favourites. Hit the like and subscribe buttons. Please ring the notification bell. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.